Hello, this is Frida Liu, and you're watching The Shift Asia, where we cover stories around sustainability. Now, the theme of sustainability has ultimately become central, both in perception of public opinion and in the plans of institutions. This also signifies that the connection between the bottom line and the government's environmental, social, and governance practice is becoming clear. The ESG Association of Malaysia, which started in 2022, aims to play the role of being a centralized education platform that provides all interested parties with a cutting-edge yet easy-to-use tool to support them in Malaysia's transition towards sustainability. I'm here with its President, Adjunct Practice Professor Cheah Hoong, and Deputy President 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to talk about plans for 2024. Jeffrey or Jeff, welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And it's interesting. I've been watching, and working with you guys since 2022. But maybe we can just go back to the beginning. What led to the formation of the association, and who were the people behind it, apart from you two?
Yeah. Thank you, Frida. Thank you, The Shift Asia, and of course my deputy Jeff. There's a bit of history. So there's some of our founding members, we call it. And one day they sit down and discuss. There's sometime last year, beginning of last year, is there any ESG association as a non-profit and non-government that established in Malaysia? And clear answer is no. So that time, then these two founding members, one is called 𝗘𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗏 𝗂𝗃. He is also the CEO for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃. Another guy is, we call it the man of association, none other than Mr. 𝗘𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏. Currently, he's a SecGen of SME Association. Then both of them, initially they look for me. I said I got no time. Then they look my left. Yeah. Hey, Jeff, why not you become the program president? Okay. Then the registration of Register of Society, e-Roses, and that's why Jeff was made program from April 2022. Then we have our first AGM held on the 27th of September. Yeah, that's a history. Okay. But what I'm trying to establish here was, all these are the mover and shaker. And I'm very sure the following question that we have more things to add on, that I want to stop here. Okay, all right. Jeff, you want to add anything to that?
I mean, the formation
when they drag you in?
Yeah, I think having served also in 𝗵𝗂𝗏 Association for many, many years, together with Prof. Cheah and also CS Chin, whom two of them are previous chairmen of 𝗵𝗂𝗏. So when they spoke to me and said, okay, let's do this ESG Association. Well, at the time, I think ESG is relatively new. So did some researching, and I find that it's timely. It's timely that a proper association on ESG is being set up. So I took upon that challenge. Formation months was kind of difficult and tough, but I'm thankful in many ways that with the team, the founders, the people that put their heart and soul without any rewards or returns, managed to set this up in a proper manner.
And of course, you're trying to do a lot of things, education and what have you. And that was also, and I know like you bring together people from business, academia, financial and legal world. Why do you think all of these, I guess, sectors are important in the formation of ESGAM?
When we started the program from April, then September, and interestingly, we managed to garner the support and attracted a lot of like-minded people, whether it's from students, whether it's from the entrepreneur and from corporate guy. I said, now we have a big boy with us, and we also have a small micro SME with us. This is blessing in the sense that ESG Association do nothing. We focus solely 101% on ESG. Which compared to many other associations, every association formed with the reason, with the rationale why the existence of the association. Come back to ESG Association of Malaysia, we do nothing, we do ESG. That's why we have some of the good guys join us after they served 30 years in United Nations doing a sustainability. They told myself and told President and told the EXCO, President, this is the right association I want to work with, for example. Of course, there are many other associations out there. Again, as a foundation, challenging as what Jeff mentioned, is to attract, is to retain, and is to sustain.
What are some of the activities planned for corporate, individual, and student members that that you're planning or have done already?
Okay, I think in 2023 was a year of learning, discovering for our association. The formation of the subcommittees within the association helps a lot because all of us are volunteers, right? So each of us spend our personal time into the areas that have been assigned to us. I take care of marketing, branding, and PR. So I have volunteers behind me, people that give ideas and suggestions, how do we approach this? And there are many others. So in terms of activities, in 2023, we decided that a couple of things we need to do. One was on members networking.
Right.
So what it means is basically bringing together the existing members and potentially new members to understand a little bit of what exactly does ESG Association, stands for, right? And surprisingly, somewhere in November last year, we had pretty good turnout, right? From academicians to corporate people. You were there, Frida, right? Even students.
Yeah.
And that gave us a starting point on what the next gathering should be. Right. So besides that, we felt that we should conduct a awareness, ESG awareness program. So that's how led to ESG 101. Somehow we felt that ESG 101 in the findings towards the end of 2023, we should do more. So we are thinking of relooking at the program on ESG 101 and perhaps call it another name, so that it brings more value to the members, right? Not only to the members, but to the people that have this passion of being part of ESG. Then, of course, we have our event, our annual event, just finished, which is why we call it appreciation, because I felt that being a young association, it's just looking back and appreciating the people that have contributed to the well-being of the association. So that was a successful night. You were there too.
I was there too. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm blessed that we had this support from corporates, from academicians, from students. In fact, we are thankful.
Right. So interesting is that you bring up ESG 101. So there's still a lot of people learning, wanting to understand what it means at this point.
Correct.
Right. So even if you have another version, maybe we are still at this point where we still need ESG 101.
Correct.
Yes. It is a buzzword, could be 101, it could be the foundation, it could be the awareness. However, there's a lot of standard.
Yeah.
And the standard, it can be, we're talking about, let's say, more than 2,000 standard. And there's still a confusion about what is ESG, or what is SDG, or what is sustainability. Whereby, as an association, we feel that the fundamental is to get the right information communicated to those underserved community. The big boy, the PLC, the GLC, and so on and so forth, they're aware about what they're doing.
Right.
As a support by this government agency, and they are headquartered in all over the place. Yeah. But for micro SME, especially the export oriented, they'll be the first line of defense. And they will get the pain whereby should their product, should their process, should their handling is not aligned to this statutory requirement or this mandatory requirement imposed by the buyer from overseas, they'll be in trouble.
I want to talk about the National Energy Transition Roadmap. They've announced various initiatives, right? What more do you think can be done moving forward?
Thank you. I'm not comparing between the association and government to government.
Right.
I want to give one example. Since the launch of Energy Transition Roadmap, National Energy, how many people really know the gist of it?
Yep.
Is the agency related going to a various state of in the country, going to a roadshow, going to simple as communication. Communication in the sense that highlighted policy, getting the feedback from the industry affected. On the other hand, recently another government agency also launching this IESG.
Yep.
So happen we work closely with them as well to a lot of session event that they're also very supporting to us. And they are going to, ever since the launch industry ESG framework, they are engaging in the industry. They are engaging with the state. When you engage with industry vertical, when you engage with the state, that means the local authority.
Right.
I think that is the right approach doing so that you can amalgamate all the feedback to whether to improvise your policy, and the most important is execution.
Right.
Yep.
Without the people, you can talk about the 30,000 feet high, but you cannot get the alignment from all the individual stakeholders,
right?
Then you cannot get executed, right? How many of us really understand this National Energy Transition, NETR, and government also launched NIMP 2030. So under the NIMP, there's 4 missions, right? The mission 3 is pushed to 0. That means the net 0.
Right.
How does this NIMP intertwine with this National Energy Transition Roadmap and intertwine with this IESG and also intertwine with this Industry Master Plan?
Right.
12.
Right. Okay.
There are many policies out there.
Yes.
Then I really hope the media person like you interview more and more person, rally or amalgamate the voice of the industry,
right?
Especially for those affected industry, and together voice up to the government consistently, continuously until the policy maker, I cannot do this, or I need to talk to this, I need to consult this. I think that is the power of this platform.
Right, because you're right. There's so many things. So who do I listen to? It gets confusing, and then at state level, maybe this not allowed in this state, and so there's a lot of Okay, so so we have to get to the point of understanding and clarity and collaboration, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things that you're saying that a lot of students, right? So what can be introduced in education at the higher education level? What are we doing already or planning to do? This is your area, education, Professor.
My professor, she is from adjunct practice professor. Actually, from the industry. I'm very grateful that the university that granted this title, not about title. Actually, we are talking about education is for generation, right? So we have a proverb in Chinese, right? We use 10 years to plant a tree. You heard about this, right?
No, but
we use 100 years to plant a generation, meaning that a people with the right mindset, righteous doing. Come back to as a whole. Have you ever heard about MOE, MOHE talking about ESG, talking about sustainability?
Right.
So in the educational context, I mean, some of the professor or those policymakers listening to this podcast, he or she might correct me, it's okay. So in the university, if you know, all the syllables in university, whether public, private, they need to get an endorsement from the MQA.
Right.
You all know that?
Yeah, yeah.
Unless we do it from the micro credential.
Right.
That's why another part of it, none other than HRD Corp, those training agency, government-related training agency should come out and take the lead. Hey guys, this will be the agency will come and help you. These are the certified courses, and we will get this a mushroom type of impact influence.
Okay.
Or else we will continue to living in the dark. What courses to go, which courses is certified, which university got the best ESG. I think we are not talking about best or the worst.
Right.
We are talking about the entire market trend, especially the post-COVID, and survivability equals to sustainability.
And you've addressed a lot of parties to get involved as well, right?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of partners do you have on board? And what sort of partners are you looking for that will, I guess, make the ESG Association Malaysia a lot more richer?
Very good. We talk about education.
Right.
Education is academic must come in. The government, I'm talking about the entire ecosystem. So the government, then the industry. The industry got so many industry, right? And we are talking about the vertical industry. And then how about for this ESG, do you know what is one of the most important thing for ESG? We talk about ESG, right?
Right.
But do you know what exactly the ESG means?
Okay.
Data.
Right.
We are talking about ESG data.
Data.
We are talking about reporting. Sustainability reporting is just a framework. But you must capturing the data. So when you say about capturing the data means what? The tech ecosystem must come in to play a role to amalgamate the data, move into this information to the knowledge and for the business decision.
Right.
And this, I want to take this opportunity to appeal to especially the tech ecosystem. There's a startup. The investment is from the VC, from the PE, and we must take this opportunity to write on this data technology development, whether it's we call it the ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning System, but that's very much from financial. But this ESG data, few of our members, they are quite good in this. So please talk to us, and we will able to provide our hands and legs as an NGO. It's certainly that is our duty and responsibility to help the industry, to nurture the industry, and to provide our hand to those needful, underserved industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you look at, when what would be for people who are looking at this and wanting to participate and all that, right? I guess also benefits, right, for people or companies wishing to join. What are some of the benefits that people can have? Marketing person?
You're right, that's why I point to you.
Well, I think the benefits from it is the various industry experts that we have currently as members. Of course, having said that, we want more members to join, people into this space that comes from diverse verticals of industry. Because each industry is different. It's different, the expertise, the know-how. So ESG is a big thing, right? So having said that, this is one of the activities that we plan to do.
The benefit.
Correct.
Research.
Then we have, besides training, we have research. Then we have some strategic alliances that I think is pretty critical.
Right.
This help to elevate or speed up accelerate the transition of ESG association moving forward.
I know some people like Huawei, right? So
Correct. We were there.
Yeah, so the couple of these people are there.
We work with Bango.
Banks.
We work with some big MNC.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even if you're not in that space, I think everybody, whatever space you're in, have to start thinking that way anyway.
Exactly.
And media person like you.
Yes, definitely. So 2024, what's in the pipeline for the ESG Association for Malaysia this year?
It's going to be a much intense year versus 2023.
Okay.
Members expect more from us.
Yeah.
So a couple of things. I think in terms of the members networking, we need to improve and increase the numbers of gatherings. That's one. On the training, like I said, ESG 101 was a learning in year 2023. Perhaps in 2024, we'll probably have 3 categories of training. Basic, ESG basic, ESG intermediate, and ESG advanced.
Right.
For the group of people who are more knowledgeable, then they move into the advanced level. What else do we have? Perhaps more collaboration with government agencies in terms of getting their feedback, sharing our views from the mass market. What do the people think about, NETR, for instance? How do we help them?
Right.
That's
Budget 2024.
Budget 2024. Right. How do we spend the allocations that has been given by the government effectively, right? You have green financing by the banks. How many companies out there are aware that such financings are available for them, right? So it's a lot of activities. But having said that, the team needs to sit together, or ESG Association the council members need to sit together and roll out a structured approach for 2024.
Okay, so lots of work ahead. For people who need more information, do get in touch with the ESG Association of Malaysia. And of course, I've been speaking to Professor Cheah and Jeff Ooi. You've been listening and watching The Shift.